Well, this is it. The long era, the beautiful era of Jurgen Klopp has come to an end at Liverpool. And we did a video a few months back where we were talking about Jurgen Klopp leaving and, where Liverpool were going to go next, where Jurgen Klopp was going to go next. And we've had the answers to one of those questions. We don't know where Jurgen Klopp's going to be going next. Probably won't be able to leave the city of Liverpool for quite a while, but that's another matter altogether. We know the answer, though, to the next manager of Liverpool being Arne Slot. I'm sure we'll touch on that a little bit. But I thought it'd be really good to reflect, on 9 years of Jurgen Klopp in charge of Liverpool and how to summarise it. I suppose to summarise it in one word is probably better than doing it in a sentence or 3 words, because it's actually really, really hard to do it in so many sentences. But in one single word, I can only describe it as joy. Genuine joy. People don't realise for a lot of times just how rough things were at Liverpool before Jurgen Klopp took over. People think, oh, it's a big club. It's always been a big club. It's been a great club. It's been an amazing club. It's been a this club. Fine, but there were years where they were big in name only. Liverpool was big in name only. There were times when it felt like there were never going to be glory years. There were never going to be glory years. It was just going to be, we're here, we're competing, we're not going to do anything too special. We can't compete at the very top. We can't, we're at no threat of being relegated, although there was that as well. It just felt meh. And it got to the point where, as a Liverpool fan, we were just happy with stability. Not with winning, not with repeating the glory years of the 80s or the 70s. We were just happy to be. We were just happy with the same. We were just happy with stability. And that's why there was actually a long time where there was people that were genuinely shocked, genuinely sad when Brendan Rodgers left. I remember it myself, Brendan Rodgers leaving, and I was like going, he's left? Because we remember the stability. And we knew that Jurgen Klopp was available, but no way was he going to go to Liverpool. He's too big for us. He's too special for us. There is no way that anyone is going to convince the German maestro, the guy that guided Mainz to new heights, the guy that guided Dortmund to new heights, including the Champions League final that they hadn't done since the 80s. There was no way that guy was going to go to Liverpool. So why sack Brendan Rodgers just to bring him in? Because he ain't coming. And he did come in. I remember the joy. I remember the absolute wonder. I was glued to his every word from the very first press conference, and I can't believe what has happened. Genuinely, the past 9 years has been almost like a fever dream. If we were to talk about moments and special times, even from the first match where the players didn't know what to do. They hadn't quite got the gegenpressing or the heavy metal football, but all they were told was just run around really hard, go for it, do whatever you can. I don't care how you play. And it was a joy to watch that side of things. It was a joy to watch this team grow. Yes, in a weird way, in terms of the stats, the first year was even worse than the last year of Brendan Rodgers. But still, you could see something was happening. You could see something was special. Now, I've got to admit, the Liverpool West Brom game where they drew 2-2, where the players celebrated with the fans at the end, I thought was a bit, oh God, what's going on here? It feels like we're back to the banter years as a club. But even Jurgen Klopp knew something I didn't. And that's the thing that I will say is the most amount of joy. The years where Liverpool would smack around the big teams, despite the fact that they wouldn't win the league title, they'd still beat up Arsenal. Absolutely knock them down. Absolutely give them a hiding. Do the same to Man City. Do the same to Man United. And even those rubbish years were still good times. The first year, nothing special happened in terms of trophies. We were just starting as a team. Yet, Dortmund still happened. That game against Dortmund, where we did our first ever comeback under the Jurgen Klopp era. The next year, nothing special happened. Oh, apart from the comeback win against Norwich. Or the big win against Arsenal. The special times, the fun times, the chaotic times. Next year, again, nothing really special happened, but there were still special nights. There were still special days. And genuinely, it was a joy. Then came those years where, Liverpool were competing for the title, and that was special. Yes, we lost out by a point. Yes, we lost out by a point another time. Yes, we won the title as well. Yes, we lost out on 2 Champions Leagues in the final. Yes, we won a Champions League. But I ain't bothered about whether Jurgen Klopp won 1 Premier League or 3, or 1 Champions League or 3. Because it was fun. Genuinely fun. And people will overlook that type of fun. And so to Jurgen, I can't. If you're ever watching this, which I can't imagine you are, you're too big for this channel. Although then again, you said I thought you were too big for Liverpool, but Liverpool, Jurgen, if you are watching this, thanks for the memories. And yes, as you mentioned in your last speech to the fans, myself included, as I was bawling my eyes out. Yes, I have the soft spot as well. I will be singing about Arnie Slot because you told me to. I will be cheering on the next manager because you told me to. And you are probably one of the most welcome characters in the world. You are. If you knocked on my door tomorrow or today, I'd welcome you in. You could do whatever you want. Honestly, you can nick all my stuff if you want, because you were family. You treated us like family, and as a result, I felt like you were family as well. In fact, now that the beard is growing, there's some people that's comparing me to you. I've had a few wrinkles and grey my hair a bit. Maybe we'll start looking similar. But I just want to say thank you. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for the joy. Thanks for that night at Anfield against Dortmund. Thanks for that night at Anfield against Everton when Divock Origi scored a last-minute winner. Thanks for the night at Anfield against Barcelona. Thanks for the journey that brought us to Kiev in that first Champions League final. Thanks for the crazy journey that brought us to Madrid, which included that incredible night against Barcelona. The incredible night where I was celebrating so wildly in a bar, I was told by people to calm the F down. I mean it. I again felt like a fever dream. There were so many games that felt like a fever dream. The game against Manchester United, the crazy game against Manchester United, that 7-0 one where our internet cut out when it was 1-0. And it came back on about 10 minutes later when it was 3-0. And we couldn't work out what had just happened. The absolute chaos of the West Brom game. Alisson scoring a goal. Every player in that team scored a goal apart from Gomez. And there was something that Alisson, the goalkeeper, said that I echo. Again, Jurgen, if you're watching, you may think that this was as much down to the fans and the players and the staff as it was about you. But you were the one that united us through that humility. And you are the one whose leadership style I've tried to echo. The idea of welcoming other people, of including other people, of not making it about a manager. You want to show how special you can be as a manager? Follow Jurgen Klopp. The way that he led that team. Follow Jurgen Klopp if you want to be a good manager. Not just a good manager in football. Good manager, full stop. Jurgen Klopp, in that presentation, it was just going to be about him leaving. But he was demanding that all of his staff get the same send-off that he did. Because they were part of it as well. And as a result of Jurgen Klopp doing that, we got to celebrate Pep Lijnders, his assistant manager, who, by the way, is going to Red Bull Salzburg. And I am so glad that he's going to be getting a managerial job. Pep Lijnders, if you do well, I would love you back at Liverpool. Absolutely love you back at Liverpool. Peter Kravic, another one. The list goes on. Even I can't name them all, but Jurgen Klopp wanted me to adore them all, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So, Jurgen, thank you. I'm sure you'll be welcome wherever you are. But here's the thing. I'm also very, very, very well aware that you are adored not just by Liverpool fans, not just by Dortmund fans, not just by Mainz fans, but by an entire world of fans. There's a very small percentage that actually dislike you. Your laugh is infectious, your love is infectious, your support is infectious, and you have brought genuine joy to my weekends. And to also give me joy throughout the start of COVID that got me through that very first year when it was actually a struggle, to still celebrate wins, celebrate the good times. Thank you. Yes, the fans in the stadium might have had a part to play. Yes, the players on the pitch certainly had a part to play. Yes, the staff in the background certainly had a part to play. But so did you. And for that, we thank you. Whatever you end up doing next, you got a crowd of people behind you. Thank you.